Alice became a cultural phenomenon, resonating with audiences due to its relatable characters and the perfect balance of comedy and drama. In this video, you will see how have the actors of the Alice changed. You will know their real names and age. I will show you how they looked then, in 1975, and what's with them now, in 2025. Okay, let's go. Charles Levin as Elliot Novak. Born March 12, 1949. Elliot Novak met and immediately fell for Vera Louise when he had her arrested and ticketed for jaywalking and soon ended up marrying her. Charles Levin got his start in the mid-70s and joined the cast of Alice in 1983. He also had the recurring role of Eddie Gregg on Hill Street Blues from 1982 to 1986. His next major role was in 1994 as Ada Maury Abrams in NYPD Blue. He hadn't acted since 1998. In 2019, his son reported him missing while Levin was in the process of moving to a new house. Police found Levin dead at age 70, ruling his death accidental. Such a tragic end. Philip McKeon as Tommy Hyatt. Born in 1964 in Westbury, New York, Tommy Hyatt was Alice's son who took after Mom, loving music and being a very talented guitarist, often performing duets with Mom. He also looked up to Mel a lot, seeing him as a father figure. Philip McKeon played the role of Tommy after Alfred Lutter had reprised the part from the film, but was replaced after the pilot episode. This was Philip's first role, but he'd been a print model since age 4. Philip's younger sister Nancy would join him on 2 episodes of Alice before she also became a star as the character, Jo, on The Facts of Life. Philip didn't do much after being a child star, transitioning into radio and news. He was the co-host of a morning radio show called The Breakfast Taco. Terribly, McKeon actually passed away in 2019 at the age of 55 after battling a long-term illness. Vic Tayback as Mel Sharples. Born January 6, 1930. After a stint in the U.S. Navy, Mel Sharples became a cook. Opening, Mel's Diner always adorned in a greasy t-shirt and sailor cap, and armed with a spatula. Although this gravel-voiced cook produced subpar food, the humor was prepared just right. Well done. Brooklyn born in 1930 in Vic Tayback was brilliant as Mel, reprising his role from the original movie. Vic himself served in the Navy before beginning his acting career at 27. He began booking TV roles in the late 50s and continued on from there, including in multiple episodes of Bewitched and Gunsmoke. In 1973, he snagged a role on the Lorne Greene-led show Griff as Captain Barney Marcus, but it only lasted 1 season. No sweat off his back as he then became Mel for the 1974 film. Late in his career, he profited off being a grillmaster, starring in some Heinz 57 ads. We last saw him in an episode of MacGyver in 1990. Tayback sadly died that same year from a heart attack. He was only 60 years old. Polly Holliday as Florence, Flo, Jean Castleberry. Born in 1937 in Alabama, Polly Holliday was famous for playing the sassy, gum-cracking waitress Flo, whose signature line was, "Kiss my grits." Florence Jean Castleberry, better known as Flo, Polly Holliday got her start on Broadway in 1973. While in All Over Town, she befriended the show's director, the one and only Dustin Hoffman. The two would work together again in 1976 on the movie All the President's Men. Flo made Polly world famous, and she later had her own spin-off series simply called Flo. The show was popular in its first season, but a season 2 time change negatively affected ratings and it was canned. She had a great role in 1995 as Mama Love in the TV series The Client, and continued this motherly trend as Jill Taylor's mother in the ever-popular Tim Allen-led sitcom Home Improvement. She also held some memorable movie roles through the years, like in Robin Williams' Mrs. Doubtfire, and as the camp director in the Lindsay Lohan remake of The Parent Trap. We last saw her acting in the 2010 film Fair Game, and today she is 88 years old and living her best retired life. Diane Ladd as Belle. Born in 1935, in Meridian, Mississippi, Diane Ladd played the character Belle, who was the waitress that replaced Flo when Polly Holliday left the series. Before the Alice cast, Ladd made appearances in several television shows, including Hazel, The Fugitive, and Gunsmoke. Ladd played Belle for 23 episodes, 2 seasons, of Alice. It was rumored that one of the reasons Polly Holliday left the series was because she didn't get along with Linda Lavin, who played Alice. Ladd replaced Holliday, but she also didn't get along with Lavin and left the show before the series ended. 1974 really was Diane Ladd's year, along with her starring role in Alice. She had a supporting role in Roman Polanski's Chinatown. Ladd was married to actor Bruce Dern from 1960 to 1969, and the two co-starred together in the '66 motorcycle film The Wild Angels. The couple had two daughters, Diane Elizabeth Dern, who died at 18 months, and actress Laura Dern, whom Diane got to co-star with in Laura's HBO series Enlightened. We last saw her in the 2020 Hallmark film Charlie's Christmas Wish, and in an uncredited role in 2021's Charming the Hearts of Men, as well as an episode of Young Sheldon in the 2022 film Gigi and Nate. She is 89 years old and still kickin'. Celia Weston as Jolene. Born in 1951 in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Celia Weston played the role of Jolene, the sassy and assertive waitress who replaced Diane Ladd as Belle, who replaced Polly Holliday as Flo. After the Alice cast, Weston went on to have roles in various films, including Flirting with Disaster, 1996, Snow Falling on Cedars, 1999, and The Talented Mr. Ripley, 1999. She's also been on many TV series, including American Horror Story, 2011, Modern Family, 2009, and Hunters, 2020. She most recently was in 2023's A Little Prayer. Today she is 74. Linda Lavin as Alice Hyatt. Born in 1937, in Portland, Maine. Alice Hyatt is the friend everyone needs. Great at giving advice, which people frequently sought her out for. Alice was a force to be reckoned with, always standing up to the chauvinistic Mel and never losing her sense of humor. Linda Lavin came from a musical family as her mother was an opera singer, encouraging Linda to be on stage at just 5 years old. Her professional acting career began in 1963 with multiple episodes of the daytime soap The Doctors. But her big break was as Detective Janice Wentworth in the early seasons of the Hal Linden-led police sitcom Barney Miller. She left that show for Alice, a career-defining role that earned her 2 Golden Globe Awards and 1 Emmy nomination. The final season showcased Lavin in 2 roles as she also played Debbie Walden. Following the success of Alice, she co-starred with Everybody Loves Raymond's Patricia Heaton in Room for Two. A personal favorite non-TV role of hers is as Kermit's doctor in The Muppets Take Manhattan. She's also done a wide variety of theater, receiving 6 Tony nominations, winning Best Leading Actress in 1987, as well as singing in Cabaret. She's recently back on CBS as Norma in the Chuck Lorre-produced show, Be Positive. Lavin was married and divorced twice to actors Ron Liebman and Kip Niven, before hitting gold with her 3rd husband, actor Steve Bakunis, to whom she has been married since 2005. She died December 29, 2024 at age of 87. Beth Howland as Vera Gorman. Born in 1941 in Boston, Massachusetts, Howland played the quirky, sweet, but ditzy waitress Vera for all 9 seasons. Beth Howland began acting in 1959 but didn't hit it big until the early 70s when she began booking TV shows like The Mary Tyler Moore Show and Love, American Style. After Alice, Beth was typecast as that neurotic character, so she's semi-retired, only taking episodes of shows every once in a while. Her last gig was voicing Dr. Leventhal in the animated Nickelodeon show As Told by Ginger in 2002. That same year she also wed Murphy Brown actor Charles Kimbrough and remained married to him until her death on New Year's Eve in 2015. Howland passed away in 2016 at the age of 74.